So you didn't pull Lost Vein Meliodas. You and many other people. Listen, I'm sorry. But you should still be taking advantage of the exciting events going on during the half-year anniversary on Global, including the Awakened Lilia event. This is a perfect stage to start farming up some awakening gear and many other materials. The exchange rewards that you can get are great, including the what I call Power Ranger suit for all Meliodases, right? This is a costume that can be worn by each Meliodas character, which makes it a very cool costume and quite the flex on your friends. So I'm going to show you how to take on this event with a low budget, free-to-play friendly team so that you can take advantage of all the rewards available. So here we are in game. We're going to start off with the speed attribute dungeon of Awakened Lilia. As you can see, the players I'm using are more than likely owned by the majority of players, free-to-play and whale alike. We're going to be taking each stage on at the extreme level, and I'm going to show you a step-by-step how I take each dungeon down. Let's start by going over equips. You can see the setup. We got our Green King rocking attack and crit damage. You got your Eskinor, the Big Daddy, rocking attack and defense. Full UR gear, I might say. We got our Merlin with another attack and defense gear set. And Gother with HP and defense as our backup in case we need to rank up some skills. Now with this team, you can take down Awakened Lilia just by using one of your friend's AI. Make sure you got someone trustworthy. This is the team he's rocking right here. He's got Elizabeth for the healing, another Merlin, her shield is great, and then we got another Big Daddy Eskinor for the damage. Let's go ahead and jump in. So my strategy here is fairly simple. You've got Merlin there to take away her ultimate move gauge orbs so that she doesn't fire off any devastating attacks. And you've got Eskinor and King there just to deal the damage. That's really all you got to do. So the AI is going to pop a shield. I'm going to focus on damage. Let's get their ultimate abilities as fast as we can by hammering away. So Lilia has a very annoying ability during turn 2 of her attacking where she removes all buffs and debuff abilities. So you're only left with attack skills and not much utility. Now, if you bring a strictly healing character, you can recover from those status debuffs. But bringing buffing characters is not always the best way to go. So here we go. His Merlin is lowering an ultimate move gauge. I'm going to do the same. We're going to attack with Eskinor. That's going to put him up to his ultimate move available. And then we'll hit with another green. Remember, the more ultimate move orbs that he has, the higher crit chance that he has. We're dealing nice damage. We got her first phase down to about half health. Everyone's sitting pretty well with health. There's that buff and debuff disable skill. Very annoying. We lost our shield on all of our guys, so we're taking some decent damage. But I'm not worried about it. Luckily, the Elizabeth has her ultimate ability. We're going to pop Eskinor's, and we'll use Merlin's attack skills. We'll combine these last two at the end because that move, I'm pretty confident, should finish this phase 1 off. I did recently buff my Eskinor with some duplicates. We did about 147k. Not quite enough to finish her off. Alright, one-shotted. You gotta be careful because that can happen. That's why we have Gother here on the back end, so we can pop these and use King's skills. I want to take advantage of the fact that he has a full ultimate move gauge, which allows us to do criticals like it's nobody's business. We'll rank up these skills. We've got that gold skill at the end there. I'm not worried about it. So there's our crit 1, and here we go. This will finish it off. So now we get to start off phase 2, 88k damage. That's crazy. For just just a standard attack. So now here comes phase 2. We get to start off with King's ultimate. That's going to deal a nice amount of damage. And remember, this is all AI, right? This would be even easier if you're working real time with a friend. We're going to save this skill. I want to do a double ultimate with him and Eskinor if possible. So I'm just going to keep doing some standard damage. Unfortunately, we didn't have any Eskinor skills in order to bring his ultimate. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. That Green Merlin also serves as a very decent damage dealer. So let's get some more damage done on him. Very nice, 54k. Taking about a fifth of his health down. Alright, he's going to attack King. Luckily we had that shield up, so that protected us very well. Going after Gotha. That's fine. Here's what we're going to do. I want to start dealing some damage. His buddy, his Eskinor is about to land his ultimate move, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take advantage of a gold attack from King himself, and then, if my math is correct, finish him off with King Gold. There's a 129. Very nice damage. We're hitting him. This phase does have a little more health than the first phase. But here comes King with a nice fat 85k, and let's see how much his ultimate can do. If this doesn't finish him off, I'm confident we can take her down in the next match. So only 68k damage there. Nothing great. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, definitely.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
He took out, so she took out Gotha. This is backfiring very quickly. Our team has been absolutely obliterated.
Ha! Got him!
So now we have to rely on our partner. Wow, I went into this very confident, and it has switched up quickly. We did get heavily targeted at the end there. If he only targets my Eskinor, we lose. But if she... Okay, she's got her counter ability effect up, which can be annoying, but I'm not super worried about it. We've got this healing ability, which is very nice. I'm going to do a gold move, just because it will be the most powerful move that we have available to us. Here we go. How much damage is this going to do? Almost enough. She's right there. Let's see. We've got... This is a close one. Oh, we're dead. We're not dead. We survived. Eskinor is going to be your god. At that point, we should be able to finish this off. We got a double ultimate to take down the Awakened Lilia herself. 112 damage from her move is also very well. Not the best showcase, I would say, but we did get through it. Like I said, we got nice exchange materials right here. And we were able to get the job done, right? You only get 3 chances of this a day. And it just goes to show you, even if you got that low budget team that's not absolutely dominating and you're a casual free-to-play player like myself, don't give up hope. Let's move on to the next color. Okay, so now we're taking on the HP attribute dungeon, or green dungeon. So remember, our objective here is to be defeating Awakened Lilia on extreme with a low budget, quote-unquote, team. You got Arthur, who has been around since the beginning of the game. We've got him with standard attack and defense equipment. And we move on to our Mac Daddy, Eskinor. Again, damage, 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 damage. You've got Gotha here to do the same thing he always does, buff up the rest of the team. And we got Levi in the back. The only way you would have gotten him was through the Attack on Titan collab event, but they did give out a lot of free summons during that event, so chances are you have him, or you can throw Red Merlin in the back. Let's say you have Derriere. She's even better. I'm not bringing her because she is kind of exclusive. Not everyone is going to have her. You can also bring Red Demon Melee. He's going to be a good sub-unit as your last resort damage dealer because of his ability to increase his crit chance upon dead allies. So the strategy here is to have Gowther buff up Red Arthur's main buff ability, which then gives Eskinor all kinds of crazy buffs, which then leads to all kinds of crazy damage. Let's see what we can do. Again, I'm using AI. These are teams that you can use with someone, friend that has a reliable team that's going to be taking care of doing damage. If your friend has a good lineup, you don't have to have someone there doing it real time with you, although that makes it much easier, but this is, again, low budget, quick, get this event done. You don't have to be a whale. Let's try a different friend this time. We're going with Eskinor. Let's see what he has. He's got a Lost Vein Melee. If you've got a friend with a Lost Vein Melee, even better. But what I'm really looking for is this Eskinor and Arthur duo. The AI will, most of the time, automatically use the rank up skill and Arthur's buff effect, therefore increasing your Eskinor's damage. Now that we're ready, we've got twice the chance to get rank up skills. We've got twice the chance to get buff abilities. You want to be putting those buffs on your Eskinor and launching that attack before you get to that phase where she's disabling buffs. Let's see how this starts off. Boom. And immediately, we've got a rank up and an Arthur skill that's going to put 4 buffs total onto Eskinor. So what I'm going to do is try and maximize his damage. We're going to throw the rank up skill onto him. Use this. This is now going to be a gold level attack. And we'll use Arthur's attack just to use an extra skill. There's that first rank up. And Arthur buffing everybody. But the most important person is that Eskinor. Let's see how much damage this does. 148k right off the bat. Even Arthur's dealing 40k. Very good stuff. As you can see, the Red Arthur and Gowther duo is a very, very busted combo. We've got his Lost Vein launching off attacks. I'm going to go ahead and throw on this extra buff because it's an even higher buff. And we'll go ahead and do a 1-2 with Eskinor. 65k from Meliodas. 124k, and that's still even, so that goes to show with a red Eskinor, and I only have him at 1. I haven't even pulled any duplicates for red Eskinor. That goes to show I think we did what, 140k? Even a gold Lost Vein Meliodas did not hit that high. So I don't have any really standout plays here. I guess I'll go for an Arthur attack. I'm going to use an Eskinor skill so we can fill that ultimate move gauge ability. And then we'll use this so we get the combined Arthur buff skill. Luckily, my AI teammate is going to put in some work. And this is more of a filler play. 58k, pretty decent. If we could have pulled Eskinor's other skill there, that would have been ideal. But we're still sitting in a good spot. Something that also makes Red Arthur so valuable is that his gold star buff ability disables debuffs from the enemy, so none of our people are getting hit with that ignite effect. I'm going to go ahead and pop this, do one more from Eskinor, because we saw that deals a good significant amount of damage. And then, of course, pop the ultimate ability. Can we get the finish? We got some big attacks that Lost Vein Melee's doing. As you can see, he is very powerful. And yes, we might finish him with this next attack right here. Very close, very close. A big takeaway from this: utilize your friends. Utilize good lineups, right? You may not have Lost Vein Meliodas, but a friend does. And this is a perfect time to take advantage of that. 2 out of 3 done. Let's move on to the last. And finally, last but not least, we're taking on the Strength Attribute Dungeon or Red Awakened Lilia Disaster Battle. Let's see who we're rocking. Again, we're going for low budget, free to play, friendly teams. And who better to show off, in this case, than SR Aaron. He was given out 6/6, completely free during the collab event. Everyone should have him if you've been playing for a little while. Then, of course, you've got the Arthur Gother combo. It's just that combo of boosting the buffing and then buffing everybody. It's too good. We got Red Eskinor, who is available in the shop. If you got 10 platinum coins to spare, or 5, no, I'm sorry. If you got 5 platinum coins to spare, at this time he's on sale. You can pick him up, scoop him up, level him up. He's definitely worth it. Hanging in the back, in case something goes wrong, we have another big damage dealer. And honestly, if you don't have anything invested into Aaron, you can run a full red team just as well. If you've got friends, you're going for AI, look for level 70. Obviously, check them out. We're going to try this guy, Kix. So, looks like he's rocking a Gother, Aaron, and Galland, or Galland, however you say it. You don't see him as often. And Merlin hanging in the back. We'll try him out. He's got 150 CC, which is very good. Let's jump into this and finish off the trio. Right? Again, you do this once a day, each attribute once a day. Get those exchange materials and get yourself some very good mats, gear, etc. All the above. What we are going to do, we're going to go for the gold Arthur right off the bat since I see he's using a buff skill. And then I'm going to save this and we'll go with a safe play. We'll launch off an attack from our boy Arthur. That's going to buff everything once. I didn't want to use my rank up skill too early right there, just to see what cards we pull next round. There we go. Definitely not a lot of damage to start off the run. But now this next turn, we can't be debuffed. We got the gold Arthur skill right off the bat. So none of his igniting is going to affect us. We're going to have a really, really decent turn next round. I'm going to use this rank up skill. We're going to hit Aaron with a gold buffer of himself and then a gold attack. This will be a great showcase of why Aaron is still so viable in this strength attribute disaster battle. Here we go. Increase basic stats by 50%. Everything's hyper buffed. A 91k, right? You might be thinking, that's no 140k. You're right. But you gotta remember, 91k is still very good damage in this event, and Aaron is a completely free-to-play, fully built-up character. So you want to take advantage of that. We want to get Aaron's ultimate attack. So we're going to use his skills. And we'll go ahead and fire off an attack from Arthur just to get it out of the way. I don't think Aaron's buff, it's not going to work because we're immune to getting any status buffs at the moment. We're hit him for a nice little 36 plus 14, little 50k turn, nothing crazy. Got Arthur's ultimate move. She's using this destructive, so Arthur's, oh, he survived. You gotta remember, Arthur's a very tanky game, and I thought he might die there, but looks like we were able to barely make it out of there. And he survived a second hit as well. Arthur is a beast. Yeah, this Gother's main ability would have been great, but we didn't quite get lucky enough for it. Let's just do this to clear our hand so we can pull more Aaron cards. We're getting a little unlucky, but we're about to hit this guy with a bunch of ultimate moves. There's a 90k. With Aaron, this should be the end of phase 1. Very good. Very good. On to phase 2. Arthur's hurting, but we still got Eskinor in the back. We're still looking pretty good. As long as we can keep this guy from doing too much damage to all of us, we can make this work. So we've got... Here we go. We're going to take advantage, again, of the rank up skill. Use this and Arthur's ultimate. This may be the end of our boy Arthur, but at least we got to pull one more Royal Sword skill. It should do a considerable amount of damage. 130k! Very good. Very, very, very good. So he's going to try and hit our boy Aaron to no avail. If he doesn't hit Arthur, he's alive. Oh my goodness. Wow, we survived. Again, Arthur. That's why he's a top tier unit. Let's go with this. Hit him with a gold. And then just a regular. Next turn, we are going to have our buffs taken away since it will be turn 2. This is, let's see how much this does. 82k. Nothing crazy. Gallon seems like, but after his buff, he's dealing 71k on a normal. Same damage as Aaron, so very good, very good. We did about a combined total of 100k right there. So this is going to take away our buffs, unfortunately. And it killed off our Arthur. Am I missing something? No, yeah. So there, our buffs are now officially gone. Right. We'd be doing very well if I could buff myself right now. But unfortunately, I cannot. I'm going to go ahead and use this ultimate ability. And then we're going to get rid of these Gother cards. Let's see how much damage we can do. It's not going to be the most... It's not going to be a crazy amount. Since we're not buffed up in any way. But still 110k. Very respectable. You can see why Aaron is so viable in this event. And very free-to-play friendly. This is going to hurt. Let's see. But all of my guys took that very well. Very well. He's attacking Eskinor. That's fine. Gother's ultimate should... Oh, well, he's got his counter up, so he's got extra defense. Be careful. So we've got 2 Gother ultimates coming up. Let's do a buff and an attack with Aaron. Show him off. We brought him on purpose just to show off his viability. But we didn't even need to worry about it. Gother takes care of it. Bye bye. Goes to show why he's such a staple. And there you have it. As you can see, all 3 areas completed for the day. Now I can get on to doing whatever I need to do next, which, coincidentally, I gotta finish these chapters. There are some free-to-play friendly teams that you can bring to take down each typing of the Awakened Lilia disaster battles. Very good rewards. Definitely worth doing while this event is active, so please take advantage of it. I hope this helped you. If it did, check out my other videos. YouTube, JT McLaren, Jaren the McLaren _GG for more news and guides on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. What's up, 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross forums? This is our first entry to the disaster battle guide, and I hope it was useful to you. Until the next video, work hard, play harder. I'll see you in the next one.